day when you wake up, you got two options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, boom, you can get back to bed. That's right, and do what? And dream. That's right, you can go back to sleep and dream about what you want to have. Right there with your comfortable pillow. You dreaming about what you want to be. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock, and get up and go pursue your dreams. If you're still on that procrastination stuff, let it go. Stop procrastinating. Stop talking about what you're going to do. Do me a huge favor. If you're still talking about your dreams, if you're still talking about your goals, but you have not done anything, just take the first step. The first step is stop talking about it. The second step is just take one step toward it. But I dare you, I double dare you, I triple dare you. The next time you get up at 3:30 in the morning, I dare you not to go back to sleep. I dare you to get up, and I dare you to chase your dreams. Remember, hey, I told you before, it ain't about your past. It ain't about your future. It's about your present. I dare you to understand that you got value. I dare you to start spending enough time where you get to explore who you are, to see who you are, so you can find out what you do that nobody else does, so you become valuable enough, amen, to be an asset. I dare you to invest in yourself. If you want to make more money, if you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, well, I'm asking you to invest in you. If you really want to become you, and you want to be an individual, and you want to take your game to a place you've never taken it before, I need you to invest in your mind. And so I'm challenging y'all on Brooklyn Week. I'm challenging y'all to go to conferences. I'm challenging you guys to invest in your mind. Listen to me. What you need to do to get to a place in your life when you blow up is one, to become the right person. Because when you become the right person, what you do is you show your worth. You show your value. You were created with a specific purpose, a specific design. I don't care if you was born and your parents didn't claim you. You still special. I don't care if your mama went in your life, your daddy went in your life. You are still special. When you were created, you were designed to do what nobody else can do. When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. What I mean by the right person is, once you identify who you are and you begin to separate yourself from the masses, when you begin to see your individuality, when you begin to see your talents, when you begin to see your personal skill, when you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. As you become who you've been called to be, who you're designed to be, you're going to become more and more and more valuable.
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Shakima. I am the CEO and founder of Open and Online Boutique. And what we're going to learn today is the 4 boutique principles, which is number 1, to visualize your online boutique, to create your online boutique, to launch your online boutique, and to live your online boutique. So who are you? Are you an entrepreneur looking to make an additional stream of income? Are you a working professional looking to earn an additional stream of income? Are you a boutique owner who was frustrated because you didn't get clarity on what you needed to keep your boutique up and running? Are you curious just to see what it takes to open an online boutique? Are you frustrated with the process or lack knowing what the process is? Do you want to give up on your dream of owning an online boutique? Do you want to get started, but you just don't know how? Do you have wholesale providers or manufacturers to produce the product you want? Do you know how to set up a website so that you can sell your products and services online? Are you attracting the customers to your online boutique? Have you even formed your business entity? And so, as we go through this webinar, I just want you all to think about where you are with things. And definitely, what I want you to do is make sure that you're taking notes, because this is something where you're going to need to take notes, especially if it applies to you. And think about that video that I showed in the beginning. Where are you with things? E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher is so amazing at what he does. His inspiration, his motivation, his willpower is what we need. All of those things that he discussed, all of those things is what we need. Those people that you saw in the video, do you see yourself in any of them? So just think about those things as we move forward with the webinar. And what you will learn tonight is the steps to take to open your online boutique. You will learn the different forms of boutiques. You will understand wholesale, manufacturers, and drop shipping. You will learn websites and the different platforms available to you. And you will learn the different ways to attract customers to your online boutique business. So before we continue, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Shakima. I am the CEO and founder of OpenAnOnlineBoutique.com, which is a small business development and marketing boutique, and it specializes in helping aspiring and emerging entrepreneurs to start and grow their very own online boutique business. You see, when I got started in this business, I had no one to help me. And that is what inspired me to create this platform for people who want to know what they have to do to get started, but don't have any resources. When I wanted to open an online boutique, I had to do something to be able to get the information I needed. I wanted to start my very own online boutique because I'm a single mother and I wanted to be home with my daughter more. I remember working 2 jobs, going to school full time, and being a single mother. My daughter's father, his mother, used to continuously watch my daughter for me while I worked 7 days a week, while I went to school. And the turning point in my life was when I walked in the house one day to get my daughter, and I didn't even realize that she was walking. Like, I knew that she could walk a little bit around, coffee tables and different things like that. But when I walked in that house to pick up my baby and she was full blown running across the floor, I realized that I had missed some of the best, most precious moments of my daughter's life. And that was when I said, you know what? I have to find something that will allow me to be able to generate an income and that will allow me to spend time with my daughter, because I didn't want to continue to miss those moments in her life. And so we fast forward, and I had so many different jobs that I did. I owned a beauty supply store. I'm a licensed hairstylist in the state of New Jersey, so I worked part-time as a hairstylist. I joined several network marketing companies to be able to generate some extra income. So I'm no stranger to getting money, okay? And I'm no stranger to hard work and what it takes to be able to get what I need to provide for my family. And I still was persistent in getting my education. I have a bachelor's degree in finance. And I'm also in school now in my graduate degree program. I'm studying education. So I want my goal and my mission is to be able to educate people personally and professionally. And I wanted to start with showing people how to create, launch, and grow their online boutique business, because when it was time for me to get started, no one would help me. Again, I'm from New Jersey, and I started to get frustrated. And the spirit spoke to me and said, go to this conference in Miami. Now, anybody that knows me know that I don't like planes. I don't like being up there for that long in the sky. It's just a little bit uncomfortable for me. But I followed the spirit and I went to Miami, and I met up with about 3 young ladies there. I didn't know anybody. I hopped on this plane. I went by myself. Okay. I went there. Long story short, I met this group of young ladies, and one of the young ladies who was a part of the people that I met happened to own her very own online boutique business. And this young lady blessed me with the information that I needed to be able to get started, from getting a PayPal account to giving me one wholesale provider that is a wholesale marketplace. They sell everything from clothes, shoes, accessories, everything. Basically, it's like a one-stop shop. So it was because of her that I was even able to get started. But I'm going to tell you all something that's on this webinar tonight. It's, you need what you have to get the information you need to get started. But once you get started, it's so much more that has to be done in order for you to be able to stay in business. And that's what I'm going to go over with you all tonight. This is my daughter. She was much younger then. But this is my why. This is who I do this for. Of course, I do this for myself because I have some goals, some personal goals that I want to accomplish as well. However, I do this for her. She's one of my main motivations and inspirations. So now we're going to get into the webinar, and I just want to tell you all a few pitfalls that people have when they're opening up their online business. So the first one is that you don't have a vision as to what it is you want to do. You don't know where to start, and we went over that. Too many distractions. You have too many people in your ear. Y'all on Instagram. Y'all see every type of online boutique. You're getting discouraged because you're like, oh my goodness, there's 100,000 of them. How am I going to fit in, right? You don't know how to manage your time, which is one of the problems that I've had, and we'll talk about that later on. You don't have the proper resources. Negative mentality. The first thing you need to do is believe in yourself, believe in your brand, and believe that you can do this and that it will be a profitable business. And then the last thing is that you're just scared, right? But scared money don't make money. So don't be afraid. And even if you're afraid, you're going to be in good company. And I'm going to show you a few people who continue to persist afraid and fell and got back up on their feet several times over, and that's what made them the person they are today. But one of the reasons why people fail is because they don't know who they are. If you don't know who you are and what you bring to the table, then you need to find yourself first before you get into this business. You try to be like everyone else except for yourself. What's gonna allow you to be able to be profitable in this business is you. You are unique. There's no other person out here who is quite like you. Okay, what you have and what's unique about you is what's going to allow you to be able to be profitable in your business. So don't start by trying to be like somebody else. Bring you to the table. Okay, bring yourself and what you have to offer. And once you do that, that's the first thing to being successful in your online business. No confidence. When I first started as a hairstylist, I had no confidence at all. And it screamed it on my face, and everything about me screamed no confidence. So did you think people was going to sit in my chair? They weren't going to sit in my chair if I screamed that I didn't have any confidence. But it was one day I said, I can do this. I can do this. I know I can do this. Why am I tripping? And as soon as I started having confidence in myself, That's when the customers started coming in. So you may not say it, but your look, your body language is screaming it. So if you don't have confidence, make sure you do what's necessary to be able to get you some. Okay? Fearful of what people are going to say. I'm an author of the book Secrets to Online Boutique Success. And if I was afraid of what people was going to say, I never would have written that book. Because the truth of the matter is that people are going to always have something to say. But if they're not paying your bills, if they're not offering you any words of encouragement, if they're not giving you any resources to be able to get you from point A to point B and level up in your business, then those aren't the people you need to be talking to anyway. Never mind caring what they say about you. Okay. And just for you guys that are new and don't really know me that well, I believe that straight talk makes for straight understanding. So if I'm a little too blunt or a little too straightforward, I want to apologize in advance. But I want to give you guys the raw and uncut, deal. I want to give you guys the truth. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't do that. They fluff around the information, and I'm not into fluffing people. I want to let you guys know what it is and what it's not, so that you can make a conscious and an educated decision as to how you want to move forward in your business. No interest in what it is that you're doing. You're just doing it for the benefits or for the money. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes we start a business and we learn that it's profitable, so we do it. But you have to have a goal in mind. That's just like for people who are in network marketing. If you're in network marketing, obviously people know that that is a business where you can be able to generate a lot of money quickly. Okay. If you're going to be in that business, first of all, be in that business and sell products, or offer products rather, that you believe in. Okay. You get in it, you do what you have to do, you get the money you need to start your online boutique business, and you be done with it. But if you're just doing it because you think that this is gonna be able to generate you $1 trillion in 3 weeks, then don't be bothered. Don't play yourself, because you're going to get discouraged and you're going to feel like what you're trying to do or the industry that you want to be a part of does not work, when actually it does work. You just wasn't realistic about the expectations that you wanted to have. Okay. And fear of failure. And don't get me wrong, when you jumping out and you stepping out on faith, and you're opening your very own business, it can be scary, but you have to do it anyway. You can't let that stop you from doing what it is you want to do. So like I said earlier, you guys are in some good company if you are afraid. Okay? But you have to feel the fear and you have to do it anyway. I'm going to repeat that. You have to feel the fear and then do it anyway. So what's your why? Okay? I told you what mine is. What's yours? What's your why? Why are you opening an online business? Because, and this is crucial. I don't want you guys to step over this because here's the thing. Every business has their ups and downs. Every business has their point where they feel like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. Sometimes I want to throw my laptop out the window because I'm frustrated with things. But when I think of my reason why I'm doing this, that makes me put the laptop, okay? It makes me put the laptop back on my desk, walk away for a few minutes, maybe get some water or something like that, and then regroup and get my life, okay? So what's your why? Make sure you don't skip over this, okay? Write down what it is so that when you are feeling some type of way, you can go back to it. So let's get into some boutique talk. What exactly is a boutique? And I have to ask this question because I get so many people that have so many different answers about what a boutique is. And the reality is that a boutique is a small company that offers highly specialized services or products. A boutique is a small company that offers highly specialized services or products. So I have a list of products and services: women's clothes, men's clothes, children, shoes, pocketbooks, jewelry, hair care accessories, okay? Health and wellness products, cosmetics. I mean, the list goes on, okay? Those are products. And then you have your services like marketing, branding, photography, website design, law services, financial services, even credit repair services. These are different forms of boutiques that you can have. And a lot of times I get the audience that's into fashion. So what I've done was created a few things for those fashionistas, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But these are the different types of boutiques you can have. So for example, I have opened an online boutique. That's a small business development and marketing boutique. Okay. So I just want to give you guys some different examples, and here's a few more. Readytowork.com. That's a branding boutique, and all of these pictures I've gotten directly from these different entrepreneurs, their websites. Okay, so Ready to Work. That's Coriel's branding boutique. Okay, if you guys don't know who Coriel is, she is the CEO and founder of the Single Wives Club. She's also the author of the book Work 101. So she has multiple streams of income coming in. So shout out to Coriel. This is her Ready to Work, and it's a branding boutique. She offers branding services. She's not selling shoes or, different things. She does have a line of t-shirts, but she incorporates that with her branding boutique. Another one that we have here is Financial Lux Boutique, and she helps people with their finances. Another one, the last one we have here at the bottom, this young lady is out of New York City. Her name is Sarah. She is a boutique corporate law practice that's located in the heart of downtown Manhattan. So I don't want you guys to get discouraged and feel like you have to open up a clothing or shoes or accessories boutique. It doesn't have to be that, because that's the misconception. And I talk about that in my book also, Secrets to Online Boutique Success. It's a misconception. A boutique is a product or a service. So if you all on here want to offer a service, offer your service. Put yourself out there and see if you have a market for it. So the boutique foundation, all right, and make sure you write these things down. You'll be able to get this on replay as well. But the foundation to starting a boutique is to visualize it, document it, map it out, create the steps to make it happen, and make your quarterly, weekly, monthly, and daily goals. This is the foundation. It's like a house, right? Before you do anything, you want to set a good foundation. So you want to set a good foundation for your business. And this is it. You have to write the vision and make it plain. Map things out. How you see your online boutique. What is it that you're selling? You know, what kind of products do you want to have? What kind of services do you want to offer? And then create the steps to be able to make those things happen. Set a date. If you want to have your boutique open January 1st, 2017, right? Write your date down, and you know, what do we have left in the year? 5 more months. So get your quarterly. We have 1 more quarter left. That's October to December. That's 4th quarter. And we still have some time in the 3rd quarter. So write your quarterly, your monthly, your weekly, and your daily goals so that you can stay on track. So what are you selling? Let's get into that. Okay, this is my question to you all. Do you know what it is that you want to provide? Are you providing a product or are you providing a service? Does your product already exist? Is it out there already? Then what you have to do is do your market research. So many times we open up a business, and the business that we're opening, we don't see if there's a need for it. When you are offering any product or service, you have to know if there is a need. If nobody needs your product or service, then they're not going to buy it. Unless you are an awesome marketer and you create a product that people feel like they are going to need. Okay. So like those infomercials. Nobody ever thought about, nobody ever thinks about some of the things that they come out with on those infomercials. But when you up late night and you see those infomercials, you like, you know what? That product right there make my life so much easier. And then next thing you know, you calling a 1-800 number, because if you buy now, you're not gonna get one, but you're gonna get 2 for the price of 1. Come on, somebody. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So they put themselves out there in the form of an infomercial to see how many people will purchase the product. Not only that, they are in the business of solving people's problems. So if you're tired of, I don't know, your white t-shirts not coming out white, then next thing you know, they create OxyClean or, something random like that. They make the audience feel like they need it. I mean, look at Apple, right? They came out with the computer, right? The MacBooks. Now they have iPhones. All that stuff that's on the iPhones, we don't need all that stuff, but they make us feel like we need it with all of the cool features and benefits that are on these iPhones and iPads, right? Look at is it iWatch? I don't even know what the watch is called, but I see this young lady I work with. She looks at her wrist constantly, and not because I don't always know what's happening, right? I looked at her and I said, "Girl, you look at that watch like it does more than tell time." And she was like, "Well, it does. It's one of the Apple watches." And I was like, "Oh," you know what I'm saying? Because I had no idea. So you have to be able to make sure that your product or service has a market. And if it doesn't, you have to be so good at solving a problem that when you come out with your product or service, it's something that people want. So just to give you a few tips, you have to see if it exists. You have to see who your competition is, who is interested in your product or service, and if it will be profitable. Okay. You want to make sure that your product or service is going to be profitable. I coach so many clients, and they had this heart to do so many things. And not that the service that they want to offer is bad, because a lot of the time the services are things that we need, but sometimes those services that they want to provide are not going to be profitable. So they have to add something to their business that will be able to allow them to generate the income they need to keep their organization going, if that makes sense to you all. Okay, so make sure that it's profitable. And if the idea itself is not profitable, figure out what type of product you can add that you know people will love and enjoy, that will make it profitable, if that makes sense. Let me give you guys an example. You may be a nutritionist, okay, like you are a fitness guru, you're into being fit and everything like that, and you want to offer techniques online, showing people how to do different exercises from home, especially for parents, right? Because sometimes we don't have time to go to the gym because we got to get home, cook, clean, take care of hubby, all of that. We don't have time to go to the gym. So we want to be able to do something at home that will allow us to still be with our family, but get a workout in at the same time. But if you know that if you want to give away techniques, how is that going to generate income for you, right? So maybe you have a food list, like what do they call it? A shopping list, right? Of the different things that you use at your home. You can put that list together, create an ebook out of it, put it online, and let people buy your ebook for $5 or $10. That way, when people are purchasing the ebook, that will allow you to be able to generate an income to keep your online business up and running, because there are expenses that come with having an online site. So I hope that example made sense to you, on you were able to generate some ideas for your very own boutique businesses. So who are you selling to? And I want to show you guys, before we get into the video, it's crucial that once you know what you're selling, and you've done your market research to figure out who wants your product, it's important that you know who you are selling to. And I want to show you guys this clip really quick, because it's going to bring things full circle for you, okay?
What you sell? See this? That's your color. You an earth tone woman too, I knew it. I match your hair and everything. Let me feel how soft that is right there. See that? See how soft that is right there? This is from Paris. It's that French shit. You gonna change the game with this. This couture. Girl, that's that polyester brand. You pop that in the dryer and just go. Yeah, this is the perfect dress for you right here. This is an all-purpose style, all-purpose dress. You know what that means, all-purpose. You can wear this to work and go straight to happy hour. Girl, them pants got happy hour written all over. I tell you what, baby, I ain't gonna lie to you. Them one of a kind right there. Exclusive. You walk on the street, see anybody with them pants on, baby, you just come bite me. I'm telling you, baby, you put this on, bling, bling. How much? I let it go for about $40. $40? $35. That's the lowest I can go. You're killing me. Okay, 35.
Yeah. Thank you. Squeeze my tiny ass up in this. Upstage these bitches up in here. You like this girl? Cute.
Every time I watch that clip, that thing had me in tears, but because my back is hurting so bad, I can't even laugh at how funny that clip really is. But it proves a point. Number one, knowing your target market allows you to identify your potential customers, right? So Jody is selling women's clothes. Jody knew exactly where to go to be able to find his target market. He went to the salon where all of the women are at. It's probably Friday. They just got paid. They trying to get their hair done so they could go and hit these streets, right? So he went to a perfect location. He knew exactly who his target market was. He could not have went up in a barbershop trying to sell those garments, okay? It would not have worked out. He could not have went up in a school, even though schools are filled with a lot of women. That's just not the right environment to be able to sell or offer the products that he has to offer. So he did his analogy, and his way of thinking was amazing when it came to finding out his target audience and identifying who was going to purchase his products. Okay. This example, I could not have found one more perfect than that clip. Okay. It also gives another aspect of knowing who your target market is. And I want to give you guys just a tip really quick. You can't come out with a product or service and think that everybody wants it. I'm going to repeat that. You cannot come out with a product or a service and think that everybody wants it. Because when you call yourself trying to sell to everybody, you're selling to no one. You have to find exactly who they are. Jody knew that it was going to be women who like to go out. They are working professionals, so they have the money to be able to purchase his garments. They are between a certain age. You could tell by the garments that he brought into the salon, right? He knew exactly the type of woman that he wanted to purchase his products. Now, I'm not saying that if you are laser focused on a target, that other people are not going to come in that are not originally in your target market. I'm not saying that those people are not going to come in, because a perfect example, look at the guy at the end of the clip, right? Oh, it went back to the beginning. But the guy from the end of the clip who was like $40, like, you know, Jody ain't coming there to sell him no clothes, because he's selling women clothes. But he wanted to buy. He wanted that little outfit because he wanted to upstage the chicks that was in there. So it doesn't mean that you're not gonna attract people who are not in your target audience. But when you are laser focused on your target market, you will be able to get the people that you want to be able to purchase the products and services that you have. And then the bonus is when other people who are not in your target market, the bonus is when they buy too. Okay. So I just wanted you guys to be really clear about target market. Okay. So who believes that it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep? What if I told you that it's not about how much you make or how much you keep? It's about how much you make and how much you keep. Because when you are doing this, you want to be able to set the dollar amount that you want to make weekly, right? So if you want to make $1,000 a week, okay? If you want to make $1,000 a week, then you have to know what products and services you're going to put out there, what products and services you're going to market, so that by the end of the week, you have your $1,000, right? But once you have your $1,000, there may be some expenses that you have to take out. So if you are marketing, okay, you're marketing a specific product, but to market that product, you have to spend at least $200 to effectively market that product to bring you in the $1,000 that's your monetary goal for the week. You need to know how much you make because you've set a goal. So you need to make sure that you meet that goal. And it's about how much you keep, because your goal was the $1,000, but after expenses, which is $200, you still profit $800. So $800 times 4, that's $3,200. Now, if that's your monthly goal, then that's awesome. But if your monthly goal is to bring in $4,000, then you know you need to increase your weekly goal amount so that at the end of the month, you could reach your $4,000 goal. Okay? So yes, it's about how much you make because we have goals that we need to meet. And it's about how much you keep because you want to be able to profit as well. So the boutique necessities, right? You need to set up a virtual office. When I first set up my online boutique, I used my home address, which is a no. Do not use your home address because people are crazy, y'all. I'm trying to tell you what I know to be true, okay? Get you a virtual office or go to your local UPS store and buy you a UPS mailbox. That's the easiest way to go. Or you can get you a virtual office because those are very popular as well. Get your UPS box or your virtual office and use that address when you're setting up your boutique. Set up an LLC because my full-time job, okay, is at the courthouse. The lawsuits are real. People are suing people just because they don't have no real reason. It's ridiculous. So you want to be able to set up your LLC because that protects your personal assets. Everyone that's on this webinar and the ones who want to watch the replay, you may be very well off personally, and you want to be able to just add an additional means of income to what you already have, right? But if you set up this business and it's not an LLC and someone sues you because you use their name or something ridiculous, right? You design a product, you put it out there and they feel like you copied off of their design or something random, okay? You want to be able to go to court under your LLC because you don't want anybody coming and trying to take your Bentley or your BMW or your Honda Civic. I'm just saying, whatever it is that you have, you don't want anybody to be able to come in there and take your personal assets. So setting up an LLC is crucial. And if you guys don't know how to do it, LegalZoom is a great website to be able to start. Get a tax ID number, which is what LegalZoom, if you use them, will help you with. Now, I have if you get a tax ID number if setting up a business as a sole proprietor. Again, I have a lot of people who set up as sole proprietors and then they feel like once the income really starts coming in, then they'll move up to an LLC. I mean, whatever your preference is, that's totally up to you. But just to give you my expert opinion, setting up an LLC from the door is what you need to do. You don't have to worry about, all of that information. When you get your tax ID number, they'll give it to you when you're setting up your LLC. Okay? So you definitely want to make sure you get that going. Register for your sales tax certification because you're going to be selling products. And when you're selling products, the state, they want their sales tax money, okay? So make sure you get that going. Open up your bank account. Open your business phone number. You can use Google Voice. There's so many business phone numbers out there, okay? Get yourself one, okay? Get an email account and not Gmail, okay? Because Google is not paying y'all. Get yourself a real, whatever your name of your boutique is, get an email account that's info@ and then whatever the name of your boutique is, okay? Get a certified public accountant that can help you, okay? That's crucial. When you start to generate 4, 5 figures, okay? Get you a certified public accountant that can help you to be able to make great decisions when it comes to your money. And then get QuickBooks. That QuickBooks is going to be your best friend, okay? QuickBooks is going to be your best friend. So let's talk websites. Purchase your domain name. You can get it from GoDaddy, HostGator, or Bluehost, whichever one you like. get your domain name. If your boutique name is myboutique.com, go to GoDaddy and make sure it's available. If it's not available, then your best bet is to get something else. Because when people are trying to find your boutique, you don't want them putting in the name that's already taken, and all your traffic goes to this website instead of your real boutique website, because that happens all the time. Before you get going, make sure that your domain name is available. E-commerce. How many of you know how to create a website? How many of you don't want to be bothered? Because a lot of people don't want to be bothered. How many of you pay someone to keep up or maintain your website for you? And I just want you guys to, write these down, write the answers down to these, because this is how you're getting paid. This is how you are getting paid, through your e-commerce platform. So here are all the platforms that you can use. And this is not all of them. Let me not say all. This is some of them. You have BigCommerce, Shopify, BigCartel, Squarespace, WordPress, Etsy, eBay. These are all forms of e-commerce, okay? But I want to give you guys the differences between all of these sites. And again, this is so that you can make a conscious and an educated decision when it's time for you to start your online boutique business. Now, e-commerce sites like BigCommerce, Shopify, BigCartel, and Squarespace, you don't own those, okay? You pay these providers to use their platform to be able to host your online store. Now, marketplace websites like Etsy, eBay, also another one, Amazon. Customers can choose between your offer and the other boutique owners' offer, okay? These websites are not exclusive to just you. And again, you don't own these websites, okay? These are critical, and these are very critical, okay? Because I want you guys to understand, if Shopify decides that they don't want to do business anymore, you are going to have to take your online boutique to another service provider. So the good thing about owning your website is that you don't have to worry about that. But a lot of people don't like to get into the technicalities of putting together an online website or paying somebody to be able to put something together, because a website, it could be quite expensive. And if it's not in your budget, then you're going to feel discouraged and you're not going to do it. And I don't want you not being able to start your own online business because you can't set up a website. Use Shopify, use BigCommerce. They're ready, set, go platforms until you can generate enough income to be able to self-host your website, which is what WordPress is. You own your own website and you can design it the way you like. Now, with BigCommerce and Shopify and those sites like that, they have several different templates that you can use. So don't get discouraged or don't get like, oh my goodness, this is so overwhelming, because seriously, it's just straightforward. It's nothing that's like, oh my goodness, I can't do it, let me throw in a towel now. It's not like that. You go and do your own research on Shopify. A lot of well-known online boutiques use Shopify. They love the platforms, and it's ready, set, go. You can use these platforms. You're going to pay them a monthly fee. So let's be clear about that. You're going to pay them a monthly fee, and every time somebody purchases something from your store, they are going to get a percentage of that. Now, everyone's percentage is different. So before you get started, make sure you do your own thorough investigation for which platform you would like to use. Okay, I hope this is helpful for you guys. So I know y'all see stuff like this all the time, right? But we have to stop. This is all you need. If your website is called, if your boutique is called My Boutique, then that's all you need. Don't do the myboutique.bigcartel.com because Big Cartel is not cutting you a check. Now, we do have some sites that have affiliate programs. If Big Cartel has an affiliate program and you would like to refer your friends and people you know that want to be a part of this industry, you can refer them using their affiliate program, and they will send you a percentage every time somebody signs up to use their program. But just to have that professional look, you want to stick to the name of your boutique.com. And .coms are popular. When you think of websites, you always think .com. You never really think .me. You never really think .info. Only if you have an educational platform like a college or university, there's this edu, or if it's a famous organization or, you know, something that people are familiar with, they use .org. I know a lot of people get into the .net and .info because it's a little less expensive, but you don't want people to be confused when it comes to coming to your site. You want them to be clear about where they're going. And .coms, they're just more popular, honestly. But do whatever fits your brand, okay? And we're going to talk about branding in a minute. So for those of you who needed some information for setting up your e-commerce site, web hosting, incorporating your blog into your website, the different host providers, the importance of your domain name, why owning your website is so important, and how to incorporate merchants like PayPal and WordPress sites, I have a course. It's e-commerce 101. And it shows you how to do all of that. I have a link, which is at the bottom, is bit.ly/free training offer. So because you are on this webinar, I've discounted some of the products at Open and Online Boutique so that you can take advantage of those offers, and they're at a discounted price. So if you wanted more information about the e-commerce platforms and how to create your own online e-commerce shop, then e-commerce 101 1.0 will be perfect for you. All right. So let's talk wholesale. Wholesale providers, when searching for wholesale providers, please keep in mind, y'all, that you will not find many of them in the Google search engines. You won't find any of them, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. They are not easily accessed because they do not want mom and pop stores, right? And people who are not serious about business calling them all day, because that's what happens. When you search for something that's on Google, you may find a store that says they wholesale, but if they're not asking for your tax ID number, how long you've been in business, what other stores have you bought from, then 9 times out of 10, they're not a real wholesale provider, okay? These people do not want regular, people ringing down their phones, but asking them about prices and trying to Jew them down, right? They're not interested in that. So you won't find many of them online unless somebody tells you about it, which is totally fine, right? But that's the reality of it, because when I started, I was looking for so many different wholesale providers and I got nothing. I mean, countless hours online at night on this internet looking for wholesale providers. And honestly, I came up with nothing until I went to Miami, like I told you all earlier, and a young lady gave me one name. And even after she gave me the one name, I still had to go on a search to be able to find different providers just so that I can offer my customers variety. Okay. And I'm sure you all understand, the importance of that. So with that being said, I have a wholesale and manufacturer list. It's Secrets to Online Boutique Success Wholesale and Manufacturer List. And this is ideal for aspiring and current fashionistas, beauty professionals, and boss women building an empire and slaying in their industry. Okay, it's quality wholesale providers, manufacturers, product line developers in the fashion, beauty, and health and wellness industry. So if you guys are looking for clothes, shoes, accessories, if you're a hairstylist and you want your own line of products, you can use this book and it'll be able to give you all of the information. Okay. And this is just the back of the book, and it gives you some of the information, more information about what's in the book. Okay. So storing your inventory. Keep inventory in a safe place that is cool and will not get damaged. Okay. So many times people are in a place where they just do anything and treat their products any type of way. And guys, you can't do that. The products is what you're going to give to the customers, and in exchange for the products, they're giving you money for this stuff. So you can't have your products any type of way, okay? Keep your products in a safe place. Packaging. Find good packaging to ship your products. Make sure that make that opportunity for you to offer any other type of products or services that you offer, or just some words of encouragement. People like stuff like that. Put some personality in it. I know in the beginning I was doing that, and then I wanted to redo how my packaging looked. So I'm in the process of coming out with some different things to be able to put in my package for customers, but you want to make it unique to your brand. Okay. Now, shipping. These are some shipping providers, but I use the post office. Their flat rate boxes are awesome. Okay. It's a good rate. And if you're not in a place where you can afford UPS or FedEx, then UPS is a good place to start. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. So let's talk customer service. You need a phone that they can call you. You need an email address. You need to have a privacy policy on your website, and you need to have a refund and exchange policy. Do what you can to make the customer feel comfortable when they're shopping on your online website, okay? Even if you work a full-time job and you can only get to your phone between certain hours, let people know that, listen, I'll be contacting people between the hours of 6 and 8 Central Standard Time or Eastern Standard Time, okay? Let people know, because people respect that. They don't want you to they don't want to feel sold. They just bought something from your site and then they never hear from you. They never get the product, because things like that happen to people. So you want to be reputable and you want to have some integrity, okay? You need an email address that people can email you. You need to have a privacy policy on your website, and you need to have a refund or exchange policy. If you're selling clothes or you're selling shoes and you're not giving anybody a refund, then say that. No refunds at this time. If you do an exchange, let them know they have to send the products back between a certain time. People respect that. And a lot of times they won't buy from your website unless they know what the return policies are. So make sure you guys put that on your sites. Test your website. Once you get your website up and running, no matter what provider it's through, whether it's Squarespace, whether it's Shopify, or whether it's HostGator, whether it's WordPress, you want to test it out. If people have to do 10 different things before they can buy something, they're not going to buy it. Okay? They're not going to buy it. And that's the reality. Think of your online experience when you're shopping at different places. When you're shopping on Amazon, they don't put you through 10 different steps. They even have something now where you could click one time because they have your card information already stored on there. Okay? You click one time, boom, you bought the product. So make sure you test your website, because if you complicate things for people, they're not going to buy it. Okay. Let's talk marketing. Now you have social media, promotions, video marketing, blogging, email marketing, pay-per-click, and offline marketing. These are all of your different types of marketing. So let's talk social media. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have Twitter, Periscope, LinkedIn, Snapchat, all of these different social media sites. When you find your domain name and the name for your boutique, go and claim all social media. So even if you're not going to use all of them, just claim all of them. Okay. So that so if somebody takes it and then people are going on Vine, and I don't know how many people use that anymore. But if people are going on Vine and they're like, oh, my boutique is up here, and then they see it's something crazy, that's associated with your brand. So make sure you keep that in mind. You may not use all of these social networking sites, but try your best to be able to claim that that name on those sites, so that if you do use it, it's cool. If you're not, you can reassure yourself that nobody else is out there is going to claim your name. Promotions. That's a great way to draw people in. Okay. Have a promotion where you giving away a $50 gift certificate, have people tag their friends, repost it on their website, and then at the end of the week, let somebody win the prize. Promotions are a great way to get new eyeballs on your website and the things that you have to offer. Video marketing is huge. I'm going to tell you guys something. I did a Periscope challenge, and I'm not the video girl, right? But I'm getting into it because I realized how impactful it is for your business. I did a 30-day Periscope challenge. And when I say I went from creating my Periscope channel that night, June 1st was when I started, right? And by June 30th, I had over 9,000 hearts. I forget how many followers I had. And my income for opening an online boutique had increased tremendously. All because I added an additional marketing strategy to my marketing strategy that I already had. So guys, you have to get out there and let people know who you are, because people want to know who they're spending their money with. That's the reality of it. You could even go on Facebook Live now, which is something that I said I'm going to start doing. And I started, but I'm going to be more consistent with it, because Facebook Live is beginning to be just as popular as Periscope. And YouTube is always going to be popping. And I believe they even have a live stream where you can stream live for YouTube as well. So I know that this may, it can be intimidating a little bit, but listen, if there's an audience out there and you can showcase your products and services for them, try it. Marketing is all about trial and error. Marketing is about seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. Once you see what works, you do more of what works. That's all. Don't let anybody tell you that there's one specific way to be able to market your business, because it's not. Everybody's platform is different and everybody's target market is different. If your target market is on Facebook and it's not on Instagram, then do more Facebook marketing. I have people that I know that hate Facebook and don't do anything on Facebook. They do all of their marketing on Instagram, but that's where their audience is. So why wouldn't they? The only way you're going to know where your audience is if you test it out. So just make sure, guys, that you're testing out all forms of marketing so that you can see what is good for your business and keep that going. Okay. Blogging. If you're not blogging about your business, you need to. Blogging allows you to position yourself as the expert in your field. So if you are a fashion designer, or if you love shoes and you just want to post something, a weekly blog about a new designer for shoes or something like that, Create that platform. And the great thing about it now is that so many e-commerce sites are implementing the blogging aspect of things into the website. So it's like a one-stop shop. People can come there and buy your products, and they can read about what's hot and new in the industry that you're expert in. Okay, so make sure you're blogging. Email marketing. If you're not collecting people's email address, I don't know why you're not doing that. You need to do that, because if all of the social media platforms shut down tomorrow, or not even if they shut down, what if they start saying you have to pay for our services now? If you want to be on Instagram, you have to pay. If you want to be on Facebook, you have to pay. If you want to be on Twitter and Pinterest, you have to pay. If they're saying you have to pay, and that's where you know you're getting all of your customers from, if they say that and you're not in a position where you want to pay, you're going to lose out on 90%, 100 or 100% of your customers. You have to start email marketing, and email marketing is simply collecting their name and email address in exchange for something. So, and you guys shop online. Like, if you shop at New York and Company or Old Navy, hey, put your email address in to get 10% off. Boom. That's it. You give me your email address and I'm going to give you something. It's an exchange. So that's what you have to start doing. I use Aweber. I've been using Aweber since 2008. I know how to use the system, so I stick with it. A lot of people use MailChimp. MailChimp has a free platform. If your budget is kind of tight, then you want to go with MailChimp until you can be able to afford another platform. Pay-per-click marketing is getting very popular, especially now that Instagram has their new design and new setup now, where they have the different insight and different things like that. You can be able to do an advertisement. You could do your advertisement on Instagram, and because Facebook bought Instagram, your ad will be able to be seen on both platforms. Okay, this is crucial, because if you don't have an audience as of yet, you can send out advertisements, and it will allow you to talk to the people that you want to talk to, your target market. Remember, your target audience. We talked about that earlier. You can position it to where you can be able to target that audience so that they can see what it is you have to offer. That's what pay-per-click is. When they click on your ad, that's what you're paying for. But it allows more people, it allows a greater audience to be able to see your stuff, okay? Be able to see what you have to offer. So make sure you get into that if you haven't gotten into it, especially with the Instagram. It's pretty amazing, if I say so myself. And offline marketing. Now, offline marketing is crucial. You don't want to be stuck behind this computer, y'all. I went on a network marketing cruise yesterday, and it was phenomenal. I met so many different people from so many different places. I'm going to be emailing those people on tomorrow, because they were very much interested in my business and what it was I had to offer. And it was a great way to get out. The food on this boat was good, okay? And you're around like-minded individuals. And that was everything to me. You get to inspire, and you get to meet so many different entrepreneurs that know what it is to be an entrepreneur. So, everybody has that same understanding. And when you're an entrepreneur, people want to support you because they know what it is to be an entrepreneur. So people want to buy my book, Secrets to Online Boutique Success. People want me to be a host on their radio show. Because I got out of my comfort zone and went to network with some different people, I have 2 speaking engagements that's coming up in September. I have a radio show that I'm going to be on next week here in New Jersey. It opens up the doors to so many other possibilities, okay? And it allows people to see you and what it is that you're doing. Remember, you want to visualize, create, launch and grow and launch and live your business. So the marketing aspect of things allows you to live your brand. When I go out and talk to people and they ask me what I do, I help people to open their own online business because that's what I do. Oh, tell me more. Okay, no problem. I tell them that openanonlineboutique.com is a small business development and marketing boutique. Helps people to start and grow their own online business. I provide people with resources. I do classes, consults, and consultations and coaching. So it opens up the door, and then you can see how you can help people, and you could do joint ventures with a lot of people. I have some hairstylists that I met, and because I let them know that in my wholesale and manufacturer book, I have a product line provider to where they can have their own line of shampoos, conditioners, mousse, and all that. They're like, oh, really? Yes, really. I have that information for you. If you always wanted your own product line for your hair care products, I got that for you. Email me, call me. But it's all because I got out and talked to them. It's all because I got from behind my computer and went out to this network marketing event. And again, I'm from Jersey. This event was in Philadelphia. So it was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yes, I drove an hour and a half to get there because I knew that it was going to be a great audience there. And I could be able to tap into it, bounce some ideas off of them. You don't know how much information you can be able to get from other entrepreneurs. And because they're looking from the outside in, they can give you different tips on how to grow your business from a customer perspective. Because so many times we look at business from the business owner perspective, we don't always put ourselves in the shoes of the customer to see what it is that they want more of from our business, especially if we're not polling them, especially if we're not doing surveys and different things with them. We have to survey them to see what they want. And if we're not doing that, then getting out and talking to other people, that can help you to be able to get some ideas. So please get out off that couch or from that desk in your office and get out and talk to some like-minded individuals, okay? So everybody's deal is that I just want to be successful. Everybody's Trey Songz and Drake, right? I just want to be successful. But a lot of people have a different perspective on what being successful is. And the Secrets to Online Boutique Success touches on these principles of what success really is, especially from an entrepreneur standpoint. You have to seek to serve. If you're in business to serve people, if you don't want to serve people, then you might want to not be in business. If you have a salon, you're servicing those customers. If you have a boutique, you're servicing those customers. If you have a service like branding, marketing, photography, you're serving them. Whatever they need, you're serving them. So if you are not seeking to serve, then entrepreneurship is not for you. Understand the needs of your customers. In order to be able to serve them, they have to have a need. And if your product or service doesn't fulfill that need, then they're not the customer for you. There's no perfect match there. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to get to a place where in your serving, you understand what people need. Don't force your products and services on anybody. Find out what it is that they need. And then from that, their need, you tell them what product or service you offer that will help them. Okay? Connect with them through their desires. Some people I talk to, we get into a conversation because you're being personable, right? You get into a conversation with people and, you hear this lady, she's like, oh, I'm so tired. This, that, and the other. Oh, really? What type of vitamins are you taking? Girl, I don't take no vitamins. Really? Let me share with you this vitamin that I take that has me on 100 for hours. Connect with them through their desires. Her desire is to be able to have some energy because she never has any. And if your product or service can help to fulfill their desire, then you just got you a new customer and a new friend. Create a solution to their problem. If they can't find any clothes that will fit their thin waist and thick hips, and you know that your clothing line is designed specifically for people with no waist and thick hips, boom, you've just solved the problem. Exceed their expectations. Don't just meet them, because a lot of restaurants do stuff like that. You get that 4 for $5 at Wendy's or that 5 for $4, they just here you go. They not trying to exceed your expectations because they just not. They giving you what you pay for. But when you exceed your client's expectations, then they come back. And that's what you want. You want customers that are repeating. You don't want customers that are just one-time customers, because that's not going to keep your business open. And that's not going to help you to keep them satisfied and keep them wanting more. So make sure you exceed their expectations. Seek to master your craft. So many times we don't continue our education because we feel like we know it all in the industry that we're a part of. But don't y'all know that things are always evolving? Things are always changing. You have to be in the know, especially if you do hair, especially if you call yourself a fashionista. New York Fashion Week is coming up. So many different things are coming up. They have the show in Vegas that's this month in August, if it didn't pass already, where they have a bunch of manufacturers for clothes and different things like that. You need to stay in the know. I go to conferences and classes and seminars all the time because I need to stay on top of my game so that when things are new and exclusive, I can share it with my audience. And you have to do the same. You have to master your craft. And last but not least, sell your solutions by sharing your story. If I wasn't in a place where I didn't have energy all the time, I wouldn't be able to share with that young lady that has no energy at all because she doesn't take vitamins. Okay, I wouldn't be able to share my story with her. So share your story with people, because people connect when you share a story. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. Look at all these love and hip hops and all these reality shows. Yeah, it could be a little ratchet or a lot ratchet, depending on which one you're watching, right? But these people are sharing their stories. So when Peter Guns, who is it? See, I don't even watch these shows like that. I just know a little bit about a little bit. But like with the Peter Guns, with the wife and the baby mother, two of them pregnant at the same time, somebody out there is relating to that story. Somebody out there has been in that situation, so they feel for either one party or another. So they are tuned in every Sunday, every Monday, or whenever these shows come on, right? Because they can relate to them because they're telling a story. They're telling their story. Then they write books, right? Off of their experiences, because now they're trying to capitalize off their story. And I'm not mad at them. Share your story how you want to share your story through your book. Okay? Then you meet them at these trade shows and you feel like you know them. You feel like you know them because you watch them on TV every week. Look at recording artists. Look at Drake. You feel like you know Drake, don't you? You feel like you know Nikki. You feel like you know Keisha Cole. She done had her reality shows. You know her family. Your family just like this, right? Like, we all have something or someone we can relate to. So you have to sell your solution by storytelling, because that's how people connect with you. They feel like they know you. And when they see you at shows or at conferences, they're like, girl, like, where you been all my life, right? So that's how you be successful. You seek to serve, you understand the needs of your customers, you connect with them through their desires, you create a solution to their problems, you exceed their expectations, you seek to master your craft, and you sell your solutions by storytelling. So your map, and we're almost through. Oh, we're making good timing, good. Your map, okay, your massive action plan. Choose this day to decide exactly what it is you want to do. Write the vision and make it plain, guys. Don't play with this thing. You should be inspired by so many things after watching this webinar. Write your vision, make it plain. Set a reasonable target date for your goal. Write down a list of ideas that will help you to accomplish your goals. Organize your list. Take massive action and be consistent. I'm going to be honest with y'all, because that's just what I do. I could be so much further along with my business if only I was a little more consistent. Consistency in the industry that I'm in is crucial. So, guys, be consistent. Get your calendars together. Figure out how you're going to promote your businesses once you get them up and running. Because if you are not consistent with your marketing, the best marketer wins. It doesn't matter what you are selling. The person who's making all the money, their quality could be garbage. But if their marketing platform is on level 10 and yours is on level 2, it don't matter how it doesn't matter if your product is the best out here in this whole entire world. The best marketer wins, and you have to be consistent in what it is that you're doing. So just to recap, visualize, right? Write the vision, make it plain. Create. Doing the necessary research on the business you would like to start. Research product or service, market research, research who your target market is, your wholesale providers, your e-commerce platform that you want to use, your policies and for refunds and exchanges. Then you want to do your launch, branding your business, sharing your product or service, getting your mission and your vision out there to the world so that people know that you exist. You can have an amazing platform. Your website can have stars and explosives coming out of it. And I'm just being honest with y'all. If nobody knows that your website exists, nobody's going to go to it. Bottom line, you don't make any money. You can't help anybody, right? And then live. Social media marketing, offline marketing, all types of marketing, attraction, affiliate marketing. These are all ways to grow your business. Always wear or have physical product with your company's name so that you can share it with everybody, okay? So I just want to thank you all. I want to thank you for investing in yourself. Because even like the video said earlier, when you take the time to invest in you, that's crucial. And a lot of people are not doing that anymore. So I just want to thank you for taking the time to invest in yourself, not just monetary, but you took time out of your schedule to be able to watch this, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching a replay. So I just want to thank you. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm on my way to the hospital after this because my back, I'm in so much pain, but I've been sitting in one spot for the entire time, trying not to move, because if I move the wrong way, I'm going to be in tears. But I didn't want to not have this webinar because I realized the importance of saying what you mean, meaning what you say, and doing what you say you're going to do. And when people are investing in a product so that it can make them better and that it can help them to get to a better level, I don't take that lightly. So, I mean, I know somebody's probably saying, girl, if you get up and you cry, that means you know, you need to do something. But it's just my reality right now. Like, I've literally been sitting in the same spot for hours because I know if I move, it's over. So I just want to thank you guys for just sticking it out and really investing in yourself. And again, if you need the wholesale list, if you need to figure out how to be able to get your own website up and running, because you're all about ownership and owning everything, okay? And I believe in ownership. I think it's crucial. My website is on WordPress. That's my own platform. So I totally get it. E-commerce 1.0, that's going to be just for you. And secrets to online boutique success, if you want more of the principles, especially ways of how to generate money to open your business, because I get that question a lot as well. That's in my book, Secrets to Online Boutique Success. And if you go to the link bit.ly/free training offer, that book is normally $20. It's on the website for $15. And e-commerce 1.0 and the wholesale and manufacturer list is at a discounted price as well. So bit.ly/free training offer. Okay. And I just want to know if you guys have any questions before I sign off for the night. There's a chat box in here. You can put your questions in the chat and I'll see them and we'll be able to answer your questions. So just like I typed hi in there, you guys can type in the chat box if you have any questions and I'll answer them for you. And if you don't have any questions, then we'll sign off. Also, if I want your feedback on this webinar, if this webinar helped you to understand what it is to create, launch, and grow a profitable online boutique business, I want to hear from you. So let me know what you think of this training and how it helped you to be able to start and grow your very own online boutique business. Hi, Carla. I put the link in the